Welcome back. 7 Days to Die. Not sure how long I'm going to go with this video. I really just kind of decided to broadcast this just to rant about something. As you can see looking around, if you remember from my last video, you'll remember I was talking about building a fence. Well, I've been building a fence, and I've had to go through at least one iteration here. By the way, I got fence built around the front door of the hospital. And just want to show you something that's currently putting my balls through a salad shooter. This little gap, you see this little gap in between these two pieces of fence? That sucks. And that's called poor programming on the part of the developers. The reason why I'm calling this out, well, the whole reason why I put the fence up was so I would have something to keep the zombies out. Obviously, by the way, it's dual layered, so I've actually got two whole fences going around. This outside fence is complete. I just need to put these blocks on it, although I'm not going to be able to, because I'm going to have to tear the whole damn thing down and start from scratch. Why? I'll show you why. It has to do with these here spikes. You see, I can put a spike in front of this piece of the fence here, but this one over here, no. It won't let me. I can put one above it, but if I finish the fence and put the other chunk on top of it, it won't let me do that either. It's because of that little gap there. That little centimeter or 1 inch gap, however big it would be, prevents me from putting spikes in front of the fence. And because of that, I have to tear the whole damn thing down. I was going through... I already had... See, like I said, I've already had to go through an iteration of this. I had the whole fence moved a block, a square forward. So it was all up around here. And it would have touched these things. So, yeah, I had to move it back. There's still a gap at the corners, but I figured that doesn't really matter. But this shit is just so damn tedious. It's a good thing I hadn't yet finished the fence, but it goes all the way around back to the entrance over there where my mini bike is parked, the ambulance entrance. It goes all the way around, so I'm going to have to go all the way back that way and redo the whole damn thing, as well as I still have to tear down this whole section of it all the way down to there. Tedious bullshit. And also, speaking of these little blocks here, they're called wooden posts. When I first made them, I was looking to make fence posts, you know, because I'm like, well, I'm going to have this giant fence. I need to have posts, like at the corners and every few blocks just to hold the thing up. You can't even make fence posts. Those posts that I have in my inventory, wooden poles, they're all I can make. And for some reason, I can't even mount them on this side of the fence. They only work on the one side. And I don't understand why it makes any difference whatsoever. That little centimeter or inch gap makes all the difference for some reason. By the way, that whole thing around the entrance, it has to be redone too, because it's the same way. I wanted to put spikes on the front around the fence. That way the spikes would kill the zombies, and the fence would keep them from getting any further. That way they just keep taking hits from the spikes, but they can't actually get through the fence unless they knock it down. Which, I mean, they could knock it down, because you can't even upgrade this wooden fence. I should actually probably be building a different fence, but I don't really have that much metal right now. So I can't make the nice metal fence. Yeah. Tedious shit. Not even sure, like I said, if I should even keep going with this video. Oh yeah, I planted some more trees, by the way, because all this fence building has blown through all my stock of wood. You know that chest that I had that had all that wood in it? It's all gone. I've got some of it here. Some of it I've actually gotten from cutting down trees. But some of it's actually what was left in that one chest. So, yeah. I have to go through all of these trees, get more wood so I can build more fence pieces, and more of those posts. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be building the posts, because the posts can only go on the one side of the fence, and that's going to be the side of the fence that's on the outside. So putting those up won't really do much of a difference. And I broke an axe. I've also blown through several axes doing all this shit. Cutting shit down. I have the zombies turned off right now so I can do this at peace without having to defend myself every 5 seconds from a damn random zombie. Just got done watching The Walking Dead and, of course, Talking Dead that was right after it. And so I'm going to have to cut down those pieces of the fence. And I had, of course, these doors here, because I kind of figured I was going to need some doors to get in through different locations. And you'll notice there's a little, I had to move this out a little bit, and that's because the door couldn't be placed right here next to the curb. This little ramp, it wouldn't work with it like that, even though the door, yeah, the door swings inward, so it needs that one space to swing. Unless I wanted to mount it the other way, which would have been dumb. I don't know. Let me see something here real quick. Well, in all honesty, it doesn't really matter because the area around the door, I wouldn't want there to be spikes anyways. But yeah. That whole side and that whole side going down is going to need to be redone because I want to have the wall of spikes in front of the fence, and having a gap in between it like that would just be dumb. I just want to have the spikes right up against the fence. Don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but my OCD nature is... this is driving me crazy. So yeah, I now have to tear down basically both layers of this fucking fence all the way down, because half of it still wasn't even done on the inside. Because like I said, I had to move it back because I wanted the spikes to be on the outside of the fence, and I had them here, but they were hanging off this edge. I don't even know why this is here like this ramp. It's dumb. So, yeah, I have a bunch more trees planted. I've already cut a few down. Yeah, I had already done this one here, and I'm leaving this one 3 wide because I want enough room for me to get my mini bike out. And with a door in the way, that would kind of fuck with it. It would be nice if we could have some sort of sliding door, kind of like the chain link fence on wheels that you could move out of the way or something. That would be nice. Have something like that. Oh well. I got some more of these log spikes and I put them around at least this much of the building. I still need to take those down. I'm finding out that these spikes are actually crap because, number one, you don't get any wood back when you take them down. So, I can take this down. I get no wood. Number two, they have to be repaired quite often because they're weak. The log spikes, those ones, are actually a lot stronger. Not to mention the fact the log spikes can be upgraded with metal and probably concrete and other things, which is dumb because I would think these would be the more dangerous to the zombies. And I would think those would want to be, or the developers would want those to be the ones that you upgrade more. Doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I'm going to have to take out all of those spikes and replace them with the log spikes all the way around. Have to replace all of the fence again. I'm going to have to cut down all of these trees to get enough wood to do that, because I'm blowing through all of my wood. Let me show you what I mean. See, if I put this like this, there will be a gap. What I have to do is rotate it like that, and then it'll be flush the right way. See, that's actually flush in the way it needs to be. But there's a gap between this one. And having it the way that is makes it so I can't put the spikes. See, I can put the spike there now. But right next to it, it won't go. It won't go no matter what. And I can rotate the stupid thing. It doesn't even want to rotate. Yeah. So, that's just a really bad design flaw. You know, it shouldn't matter where you put the damn thing, just as long as you can put it there. See, now I can put a spike here. It'll let me put a spike there now. Might as well go ahead. But this is just tedious. Can't even upgrade the fences. I can upgrade the door, but I don't have the metal to do that right now. And you can upgrade these posts as well, or the poles. Yeah, you can upgrade those. And you can even upgrade them with metal, too, if you have iron. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really all I'm going to do with this video. Is this just a rant, because this drives me crazy, and this is the stupidest shit. I'm going to have to tear down this whole damn fence. I guess just to get everybody back up to speed, there was something else I did. I've upgraded this door. I don't know if I showed that. Oh, no, because I didn't even show you any of the fence. This door is upgraded. It's got like these rebar rods. Won't matter because this whole fence is going to have to be torn down. Spikes are still up against the wall. I've also been able to make some more candles and light things up a little bit more. Laid down the bricks. You'll remember in the last video I was talking about making a chimney, that kind of thing, or fireplace rather. Well, I've done that. You can see it over there. I also put this here. I think I'm going to take one of those brick blocks out, but I just wanted some extra light. And I'm thinking of campfire does that. But I've got that. I've got some more candles over here. And I've built this kind of fireplace. It goes all the way up. Put a campfire there. I used the rest of the bricks to fill in. There was nothing but glass windows here, so I used bricks to fill that in. And I actually had to make a lot more bricks. So Yeah, that is all the way filled in, all the way around. I need to upgrade those doors. Oh, I also put some brick underneath some of these staircases because some of them had holes. I didn't want any of the crawlers to be able to get underneath and hide down there. So I filled those in. Some in this one. And I did the same thing on the other side as well. This one didn't need it. This one didn't need it. Oh, filled in the windows, because those were all glass windows that went all the way up. And there's ladder pieces that go all the way up and down both sides of those, the chimney. So I had to fill in those. And there's another little fireplace thing here with a campfire, and it goes all the way up to there. So yeah, wanted to fill in all those holes so zombies wouldn't be able to get in. Don't know if there's really... Oh. I mentioned filling in this window, which I did. I took out the ladder that was on the back just to make sure that zombies wouldn't be able to get in. Yeah. That whole fence thing is just pissing me off. I'm gonna have to go cut down all those trees for the wood that I'm gonna need, and I'm gonna have to get some more bricks to fill in those windows all the way down. And I think there's even more over. Yeah, there's two. So those are gonna have to get filled in. So anyways, I won't bore you guys to death with just me sitting here for 3 hours chopping down fence bits and putting them back up. So I think that's where I'm just going to go ahead and end this video. Just wanted to do a quick one just to kind of rant and get this out of my system because it pisses me off. So a message to the developers, you guys really need to fix this. That little gap really shouldn't be there. Either that, and the fact of the matter is, those fence pieces are literally paper thin. They should at least, it's a fence. It should at least have a bit of thickness to it, for God's sake. That should really have some thickness to it. It's a fence. So yeah, fix that, and hopefully when they continue updating the game with patches and everything, hopefully they'll fix these things. All this, I feel like I should just start over because this whole damn fence thing has just gotten me so pissed off. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I won't bore you with me cutting down and putting back up the damn fence. So, I'm going to go ahead and do the fence. Maybe I'll come back after I'm done redoing the fence. And we'll see you then. So, thank you for watching. Send some messages to the developers and tell them to fix this shit, because this is really bad. The game itself is good, okay? It's got a lot of promise, but these problems need to be fixed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night.